So now, given that we have learned about some simple analysis that we've done and some understanding from the analysis, now let's do text pre-processing. Remember, we have two major texts. We have the text in the essay, in the project essays. We have combined all the four essays into one field, right? That's one source of text. The other source of text is the project title itself. These are the two pieces of text that we have that we will use a lot. Right? The first thing, just like, I mean, we have seen already some text pre-processing when we learned about Amazon Fine Food reviews. So we'll repeat the similar exercise here, very similar code. So if you look at the project essays, right? The project essay 1, essay 2, essay 3, essay 4, right? Similarly, you have project titles here, right? Of course, in some instances, you'll see project essay 3 and 4 to be NANs, right? So because they've changed the format, right? And we have combined all the four projects into a single project. Now let's look at some simple projects to understand project titles to understand. Not the titles, but the project essays, right? Because we have combined all the essays into one single essay column here in the project data frame. Let's look at some random ones. So this is the 0th essay for the 0th row, 150th row, 1000th row. We just want to see what is there. So first few things that you'll observe here is there are lots of special characters like \r, \n, etc. That's one. And if you notice, what else is a problem? Okay, we don't need this commas and full stops, etc. We don't need them, especially if you're doing bag of words or TF-IDF, right? These are the types of featureizations that we learned, right? Or various types of word to vec, whether it's average word to vec or TF-IDF weighted word to vec, right? We don't need all of these punctuation marks, backslashes, double quotes. We don't need these, right? So we'll see what all processing we can do. So let's go step by step, right? So first again, we provide, as I keep mentioning, we provide links if you've used code from somewhere. Okay. First thing that we do is called decontracting or decontracted words. For example, if somebody says won't or can't, okay, we replace can't with cannot, won't with will not, or -t with not, okay, -s with is, okay. Again, these are all standard decontractions in English, okay. So we didn't write this code, we just borrowed this code from somewhere else because these are the standard decontracting operations that are typically performed in English, right? So number one. Number two, again, we show what happens after decontraction, etc. Next is we remove all of these special characters like \r, \double quote, \n, right? We're just simply replacing each of them with a space. Wherever I have \n, I'm just simply replacing it with a space. Okay, these are removing some special characters. Again, here is the source code. Again, the search that we did was \r, \n, \t, remove from string Python. This is the Google search. This is the code. This is the link from which we obtained some of this code. We modified it, obviously. You don't get all the code readily available every time, right? Next, what we are saying here is let's modify the and here what we are saying here is we want to remove all special characters. We want only characters between capital A to capital Z, small a to small z, 0 to 9. Okay, all your semicolons, colons, right, full stops. We want to get rid of all of them because we don't need them for bag of words, TF-IDF, or various forms of word to vex, right? So that's what I'm doing here, right? Again, there are stop words in English that I don't need to worry about, right? Here I have a set of stop words. So all these operations, I'm combining it into a simple for loop. This for loop goes through each of the essays for each of the projects, and it will first decontract, replace all these \r, \colon, \double quotes, \n. Then it will just ensure that we have only alphanumeric characters, right? So this is it takes a while for you to process all of this text, okay? So if you run this, it'll take a couple of, I think it took us about a couple of minutes on a fairly decently powerful desktop to do this. Based on your own laptop configuration, it might take slightly more time or less time, right? Okay, so we have pre-processed it. So just the way we have pre-processed, the final pre-processed essays look like this. The final pre-processed essays look like this. Okay, this is the essay for the 20,000th project. Okay, this is pre-processed. All of that is here. Okay, of course, here there are a couple of NANs. We're just keeping them as is here. Okay, the next one here is just the way we have done it for project essays. We have done this analysis for project essays, right? Basically, we have pre-processed the text, cleaned up all the unnecessary things that we don't need for our featureizations like bag of words, TF, IDF, and average word to vex. We want you to do similar analysis. It's simply going to be a very simple copy paste of code with small modifications. Just the way we have done it for essays, we want you to do it for project title field. Okay, please do this on your own. Okay, so that you learn. Again, the whole objective of asking you to do some of these or our assignments is for you to be able to do what we are explaining. See, here we are providing all the code. You just have to reuse the code or learn to do Google search. Lot of coding. Good coders can figure out what code works by doing a quick Google search. Okay, of course, you need to know basics of Python programming. You need to know how Python works, all of it. But if you know how to Google search, you can write code faster. Okay, so this is all the text pre-processing that we have in place. In the next video, we learn how to prepare the data for all of our models.